So what I would like you to do is on your computers, you'll see an icon, and the icon, do you see this little icon, the Lodestar icon? Click on that icon, and where I want you to be is right here. So I want you to have a screen that looks like this. What we're going to accomplish is we're going to begin to learn the mechanics of Lodestar, and we're going to do that with a kind of Swiss Army knife type template. Lodestar has, what you see up on the screen here, are a variety of templates. And one would choose a template to create a project. So for example, the Swiss Army knife is the Activity Maker Mobile template. It's called Activity Maker Mobile. It allows you to present content, make all kinds of activities, and it allows you to get those activities up into a learning management system. At times, and by the way, Activity Starter is the one we designed for you, and it's one that I would say kind of scaffolds some basics of the instructional design process for you. But there might be times when you want to do something different. AR Maker is the ability. There's a group here in Stillwater who have used Lodestar to create a geolocation tour. You walk through Stillwater. When you get close to a building, it knows that you're close to the building, and it presents content via audio and textual content and imagery. It does that automatically, and it's called Lens Flare Stillwater. And what you do is just load it on your smartphone, and you walk around Stillwater, and it'll reveal this whole hidden layer, which is the history of Stillwater for you. So that's just an example of the kind of sophistication that you can create, and it kind of guides you through making one of these. This is new. You've always been able to create cases in Activity Maker Mobile, but Case Maker provides some, again, scaffolding. It says, for building a good interactive case, you need this ingredient, this ingredient, this ingredient. And it just helps you. Do you need Case Maker to make interactive cases? No, you can just use Activity Maker Mobile. It just gives you that added value. The ability to create ebooks, interactive ebooks. Now the downside of an interactive ebook is there's very few players that can actually fully run an interactive ebook. But one of the players is the iBooks. And so iBooks is brilliant. It'll do a beautiful job. Now, if you didn't have interactive content, any ebook reader will read what is produced with the EPUB 3 Maker with that template. And then there are other templates here. I don't want to go on ad nauseum, but there are other templates that will help you, for example, problem-based learning and so forth. They give you the support that you need and guidance that you need to build these things. But we're going to start with the Swiss Army knife, and that's the very, very first one. And if you select this, a little description appears on the left. Again, Activity Maker Mobile is a template. What we need to do, and we're going to build something together. So to build a project, what you do is you make sure this is selected. There's a little green highlight here. We know that this is selected. This is the biggest thing, so we know that. We know because of the description. What you do is you either click on Create Project, that button, or simply double click on the template. And what you'll get is a dialog here, and what it's asking you for is a project name. I'll do Intro to Bloom's Taxonomies. And because this is going to be a directory name, that's why I purposely avoided the apostrophe. It would remove the apostrophe anyway. And the spaces, it's going to replace with underscores. So what's going to happen here? So this Intro to Bloom's Taxonomy will turn into a project folder. And Lodestar will place all the ingredients to run this project in that project folder. No one needs Lodestar to run this. As a matter of fact, you could take that whole project folder and put it up on a web server somewhere and point to index.htm, and everything it takes to run that project will. Now the advantage of putting it into a learning management system like Inspire is now reporting. So Lodestar will communicate to Inspire on performance. That's huge. You don't get that on a website. On a website, you'll just be able to run the content, do the challenges, do that sort of thing, but there's no tracking of performance. So that's why we need a learning management system. When we installed Lodestar, it creates a folder. So there's a Lodestar folder, and in Lodestar folder, there are two important folders. One is a projects folder, and all of our projects are going to be there. And the other is an exports folder. So whenever we export, we know where to go to pick up our export package. Once you put in your title, hit OK, and what you'll see is a little progress bar as it places these ingredients into the folder. If you're successful, you'll get a panel which will show you an editor, so you should see what I'm seeing on the screen here. We have a tab, so the various projects that we open will open, if we could open up multiple projects and a tab opens up per project, but also we can open up help, for example. So I could choose help, and I'll say specific template help, give me template help, and it opens up the help in a new tab. So I can, some basics of getting started and adding pages and so forth. This is, I can click on something that I don't know anything about, and it'll give me help that is specific to this template. So I'm in a tab here, and I'll get back to my project by just clicking here. If I ever wanted to get back to templates, I would just simply click on templates. So I can do that. You can open up multiple projects, but sometimes you need to be careful. Like if you have huge projects, and you open up several huge projects, there might be a memory constraint there.